Champa has proposed and lost a tournament. But now there's a threat from the future no one was prepared for. My name is Michael from Vegeta T23 and welcome to part 12 of What If Goku Agreed to Become the Earth's Guardian. Before we start, check out the previous parts to keep yourself updated on the series. With that, let's begin. Bulma slaps future Trunks on the head and future Trunks gets back to his senses. He sees that Goku that he sees right now is not the same Goku he sees in his mind. Goku asks what's going on and Trunks then calms down and then explains everything. He explains the whole Goku Black situation and how it all started, with Goku Black being the menace and treating everyone like trash, all while telling everyone that he indeed is Goku. He starts ranting how Goku Black wants to destroy all mortals, and then all of a sudden a rift opens up. Goku Black comes out of the rift and looks around, seeing Lord Beerus, Goku, Vegeta and future Trunks along with the time machine. He doesn't know exactly how did he get here, but he has a good idea. Beerus and Whis point out to his index finger and they confirm the suspicions that he might be a god or someone who might have stolen the time ring. At this point in time, everything goes pretty much the same. Goku and Goku Black fight, Goku Black destroys the time machine, Bulma manages to find the old time machine, then restores it and lets the Saiyans go into the future. They get owned in the future, all while Beerus and Whis start an investigation in Universe 10. They figure Zamasu must be the culprit, but they cannot approve of anything without Goku. Goku finds out that Zamasu's ki is a little bit of the same, and then he starts theorizing, all while getting ready for the second trip. The second trip also goes pretty much the same. However, the third trip, even though Beerus destroyed Zamasu, it still goes a little bit different. Sure, Zamasu is still there as well as Goku Black. However, when it comes to the fusion, Goku and Vegeta bicker a lot longer since they never had fused before. They manage to fuse and then a second thing changes. The Dragon Balls in the original timeline completely disappear. They just get turned into stone. Since Kid Trunks cannot really go into the future to tell them, he just has to wait it out. While Goku and Vegeta fight merged Zamasu. They manage to win until Zamasu basically dominates the entire universe. Then Goku presses the Zeno button, Zeno appears and then destroys Zamasu, all while they flee back to their original timeline. Back in the present, Goku feels quite a lot stronger, but then Kid Trunks says that the Dragon Balls have disappeared. Goku senses that the Dragon Balls indeed have disappeared and doesn't know how. Whis theorizes on the idea that since they went into the future, they might have fused and then the Dragon Balls might have disappeared as a cause of that. Goku says they indeed did fuse and so there was the answer. However, there was a caveat. Goku now has to completely make new Dragon Balls from the ground up, since Shenron's sculpture is basically destroyed, because it pretty much destroyed itself. Goku says that's no biggie and then goes on to recreate the Dragon Balls from the scratch. However, in the meantime, Gowasu visits Whis and says there's a new time ring that has appeared, a yellow time ring instead of green. Green means that not a big change has happened. However, the yellow time ring has a much more severe consequences if it gets created. That means if anything from the future timeline gets in the present timeline that might affect the flow of time, everything will go haywire, as both timelines will merge together. Beerus and Whis are now heavily concerned and then they go over to Goku to discuss it. Goku, hearing all of that, cannot really process the fact that the disappearance of the Dragon Balls can cause such an effect, then asking if there's any way to reverse the damage. Whis says there is only one way, however, it is extremely risky as they have to get to that timeline. And considering nothing can travel to that timeline anymore, well, that only leaves a few options. Whis theorizes that since they cannot go over there, only Zeno and Grand Priest of their timeline can go over there to fix the issue. But they cannot really know how to tell them, so it can only be up to Goku since Zeno and Goku are pretty good friends. So Goku has to find a way and find words to describe the whole situation to Zeno and Grand Priest. And with a simple click of a button, he goes over to Zeno's palace. Over at the Zeno's palace, Daishinkan greets him and welcomes him in. During the trip in the corridors, Goku tells the Grand Priest that something bad has happened. Grand Priest already knows. A yellow time ring has appeared and wants him to find the cause. Goku already has a cause, so he tells Daishinkan about the Dragon Balls and their disappearance and his link to them. Daishinkan is perplexed at the idea that a Saiyan like Goku is able to control the Dragon Balls, a technology that can only be forged and maintained by a Namekian. Either way, they enter Zeno's palace. Zeno is there to greet Goku. However, Goku didn't come there to play, but to talk. The Grand Priest tells Zeno exactly what happened, and Zeno's face turns from a smile to a serious face. After a careful discussion, Grand Priest tells Goku there's only two possible outcomes. He either gets killed and they have to save it on their own, or two, he can put that ring on and then hold the timeline in his own hands. That means he will become immortal, and that if he gets killed, the whole timeline will start merging with theirs, which there is no escape from. Goku is now put in a tough situation. However, Goku said that he will take the responsibility into his own hands no matter what, and so he takes the responsibility of handling the time ring. And so with that, Daishinkan warps the time ring over to Goku's hand and places it on his index finger. With that, he is given clear instructions as to how to handle it and how to protect it against his own demise. Goku understands the terms and then calmly leaves Zeno's palace. He gets warped back to Earth and greets Beerus and Whis, who are impatiently waiting for Goku's arrival. Goku says that he took their proposal and now he has to carry the timeline in his own hands, literally showing them the yellow time ring. Beerus and Whis are not only shocked, they're also scared for Goku. So now Goku has to carry that weight on his shoulders. So they tell him not to do anything stupid even if he wants to, and to come up with a conclusion as fast as possible, as to save both timelines. That means future Trunks has to stay in their timeline, otherwise the whole timeline stream is gonna get fucked. Goku gets that and continues on by making his Dragon Balls. Goku is stuck with calling the dragon a name. However, he's had a dream about a character called Bardock, and so he names the dragon Bardock. What he doesn't know is that is the name of his father, and when he points it out, Raditz says that that is the name of their father, and the fact that he dreamt of him means that he somehow managed to remember his past. Goku is weirded out to say the least. However, he decides to keep the name for the dragon, and then summons the dragon for the very first time. The dragon is quite underpowered, however, Goku gives him a few boosts over time. The dragon, however, looks pretty similar to Shenron. However, a new dragon wasn't really a plan. It was how he was gonna use the dragon. So, he manages to link Bardock and his time ring together. The idea here is that the dragon will have some kind of a link between the timelines, and so the only thing remaining is to have the two links up and running, so that he can somehow manage to fix the timeline. He still waits on that, since the dragon is not really powerful just yet, so he waits so that he can get the dragon all buffed up. That said, future Trunks and future Mai are now stuck in the present timeline, and now have to live the life of basically two escapees and learn to live knowing that two versions of them exist over here, just much younger. Beerus and Whis get quite comfortable with the two and also starts training Trunks, which is gonna be of great help to help and train the Saiyans even more. However, Zeno has other plans in mind, and those plans are gonna be discussed in the next part. I hope you enjoyed the video. Leave a comment on what shall I do next. Like if you liked the video, dislike if I suck at DMZ, check out my Discord server in the description below, and as always, peace out.